How are you, man? How are you today?
Pretty good. How's it going?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Thank you. Um, First of all, I want to congratulate you because the Night Demons new album, in my opinion, is the best album of the band so far. It's really awesome. So congrats, man.
Thank you.
I want to start this interview knowing a little bit about the history of the band, and for people who don't know this as well. Tell me, how was the band and the name of Night Demon born?
I think we were just looking for a typical heavy metal name that wasn't taken yet, right? Because they're all the good ones are gone.
Mm,
And it existed. It didn't exist. And we kind of thought up first it was Night Demon with a K in the front, so like a medieval knight. And then we're like, no, we want the same amount of letters in each word. So five and five. So we took the K off and made it night like nighttime, and it was like way spookier. So not much more thought into it really. Yeah.
good, good, good. And regarding to the album, I want to know how was the composition and recording process of Outsider, and how long did it last?
We started writing in 2020 in the first lockdown,
Mm.
and then we did the rest of it in the month of October 2021. So I would say it probably took 2 to 3 months to write, but recording time only 6 days because we knew the songs well and we just played them live.
Good, good. And is it always the same procedure, or as time goes by, as the way of working become different?
It's usually the same. It usually starts with the music and a good riff. Sometimes though it starts with a vocal idea. I've been doing that a lot lately. And with this album there was a lot of the same themes, so it would start with a vocal or lyrical idea and go what kind of music sounds like it would go with this, which is a challenge to do if you're not like a musical genius, right?
Mm.
But it's a cool thing to try and do. Yeah.
Um, Recently you mentioned the COVID situation. I mean, did the pandemic affected the way of working of the band in the lockdown?
It was actually better for us because we were touring so much for so many years,
Mm.
and you can't really write anything on tour. It just doesn't happen very well. So
Mm.
it forced us to take a break, and we actually spent more time with each other making music instead of just repeating what the songs we knew, right? So it was good for us. I mean, I'm glad it's over, but I kind of look back on that time fondly. I missed having to take a break.
Good,
I,
man. Good. Tell me a little bit about the cover of this album. That remembers me a lot albums like Them from Merciful Fate, for example, or Alice in Hell from Annihilator. Maybe. I don't know, but I really like it.
that's
Um,
cool.
what do the cover and the title of this record represent? The lyrics of the album are connected with this?
It's actually a concept album, and it's a full story that we
Oh,
have.
okay.
It's that's the album cover is based on a physical place that I went to. It's an old abandoned church with a graveyard, and I took some photos and videos and gave them to our album artist, and he kind of created that. Inside the album in the liner notes is the full story. We tried to make the lyrics go with the story, but not as literal, right? So you can still listen to it and interpret what you want to take from it. But I think overall, as metalheads, we're all kind of outsiders a little bit, right? So I think people can relate to that title alone.
Good, good. And speaking about the lyrics, what things inspire you when composing? Is it hard for you sometimes find inspiration, or it's easy for you at this point?
It's hard. So that's why this album is about one thing. It's a one concept album about one story
Mm,
instead of 8 or 10 different little stories, right?
yeah,
Especially you're in the mode of just writing an album and that's all you're doing. It's different when you write a song once every 6 weeks or something. It's easier then you can compile a song. You know what I'm saying? Like you're in different moods at different points of
yeah.
your life, right? So yeah, I think it's harder for me in one sitting to write songs about a bunch of different things.
Okay, okay. Um, and I know this question could be hard to answer, but do you have any favorite song from this album?
No.
No. I suppose it. I suppose it.
Equally.
In my case, my favorite songs are Outsider and Obsidian. The riffs
Okay.
in Obsidian really makes me crazy, man. That riffs are really, really good, really. And this brings me to the next question. Is there or was there a Night Demon song that was difficult to master to play live?
I think a lot of these songs are difficult to play live for the fact, for me, we recorded them live, but I wasn't singing them. And now I have to sing them and play them.
Mm.
And it's been very challenging. So that's, I think I'll be okay, but I'm practicing them every day to try and really like, I got to learn. I have to really know the musical parts, like where I don't even have to think, so I can concentrate on singing, you know?
And did you have a bad experience in a show or concert in your career, or something crazy that happened and has remained as an anecdote?
We played so many concerts, like
Mm.
sure, bad things have happened, you know?
Yeah.
A guy came on stage once in Vancouver and tried to fight me on stage.
What? Good. What?
Uh, uh, um, Somebody in South America, in Brazil, came up and bit me on the arm one time and broke my skin.
Oh.
Uh, I got electrocuted in Chihuahua, Mexico, on the stage. I got shocked really bad.
Mm.
Uh, and then a guy thought I was yelling at him, and he waited outside with a gun. And we had to stay in the backstage for hours after the show because he was waiting for us. It was very scary.
Mm.
Uh, what else? Let's see. Uh,
Who won in that fight in USA when this guy comes
it
to
was
fight with you?
Vancouver. No, he came up, and our drummer, he was trying to take a swing at me, but I was playing the bass, so I
Yeah.
had to hold the bass, and I couldn't really hit him back, so I was kind of blocking myself.
Mm.
And our drummer came from behind the drums and tackled him, and and then everybody was yelling, "Fight demon!" You know, "Fight demon! Fight demon!" Not night demon. And then after the concert, because the security kicked him out,
Mm.
and after our set, I went outside and I tried to talk to the guy, and I just said, "Look, man, if you want to come back in, I can talk to them, but you got to be cool. None of this bullshit."
Mm.
And he still was pissed and he wasn't having it. And he was like, "Fuck you, let's fight again." And so I was like, "Just forget it."
Mm.
And then there was a bunch of people outside, a bunch of people from the concert, and
Mm.
they started to chant at that point, "Nice demon,"
Mm.
like because nice guy. So it went from night demon to fight demon to nice demon. So that was funny.
Yeah, good, good. Tell me, who is the relationship between Night Demon and Century Media Records? How do you feel working with this label?
Oh, great. Yeah. We've got a lot of friends there. It's changed a lot over the years, you know, but it's in a good place now. And we're happy to have the people that we have there. You know, we're just all good friends and we like to hang out and, you know, shoot the shit. We're all there for the same reason. So it's cool. Yeah.
Good, good. Now, to finish the interview, tell me, what are your future plans after this release? Is there a Latin
Uh,
American tour in mind?
yeah, actually, yeah.
I know
Well,
you will play in Mexico Metal Fest, for example.
yeah, and that's the only show we're allowed to play in Mexico this year, unfortunately. They kind of have an exclusive, but we'll be doing a lot of stuff in South America in November.
Mm.
But in March and April, we're going through all the United States, and then we do Japan and UK and Ireland and a lot of Europe. So we're getting it all around the whole world this time.
Good, good.
So
I'm from Buenos Aires, Argentina, but in on
really,
November, yes, yes, yes. But I will plane or travel to Mexico to see you, man, in that festival.
nice. Okay, cool. And I think the week after that, we
Mm.
will be in Argentina. I'm hoping to come to Buenos Aires. You know, for sure. We did that last time, and we did Bariloche too. So like we'll be there somewhere.
Good, man. Good. Perfect. Good. So I hope to see you here soon.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Okay, we reached the end, so that was all for today. Thank you so much
Great.
for your time and again, and I wish you a lot of success, really.
Thank you, Lucas. Cheers.
Cheers, man. Goodbye.
Bye.